Tim Allen, the legendary comedian and actor, has ignited a cultural firestorm by taking aim at Hollywood's obsession with political correctness. With his sharp wit and unapologetic humor, he's calling out cancel culture and exposing the entertainment industry's uncomfortable truths. In a world of conformity, Allen's fearless stance is shaking the very foundation of Hollywood. Tim Allen's thoughts on cancel culture. Tim Allen hasn't minced words when it comes to cancel culture, describing it as a thought police thing that stifles creativity. According to him, comedians now have to overthink their jokes just to avoid offending someone. But here's the twist: Tim flat out refuses to censor himself. His bold stance raises an intriguing question: is comedy losing its rebellious edge in today's hypersensitive world?
It was amazing. I grew up on Richard Pryor. You can't even go back and talk about the book he wrote.
Yeah.
You know, and then what I got to do sometimes is explain, which I hate in big arenas, that this is a thought police thing and I do not like it. But when I use these words, this is my intent behind those words.
Yeah. Wow.
So as long as you understand my intent, I still get people, well, just don't say it. And I said, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but they take it out of context and put it on Twitter or put it on Facebook.
I'm surprised they haven't.
The cancellation of Last Man Standing. Tim's sitcom Last Man Standing was abruptly canceled by ABC despite its strong ratings, leaving fans speculating whether the show's conservative themes were the real reason. While Tim addressed the issue with humor, saying, "Who knows how networks work?" The controversy sparked debates about ideological bias in Hollywood.
Man Standing, congrats on this.
No, thanks very much.
I watched it when it was on ABC,
right,
and then all of a sudden it wasn't on ABC.
Tell the 300 of the crew and everybody the same thing. We're all going, this is the best show I've ever been on. What? We're off the air. We all thought we were at the top of their game at ABC. Who knows how networks work? I don't know, but it was dropped.
Tim Allen's role in the Santa Clauses. Even family-friendly projects aren't immune to criticism. Tim's return as Santa Claus and the Santa Clauses faced external pressures, despite being nostalgic and lighthearted. Joking about his interactions with Peyton Manning on set, Tim maintained his comedic instincts. But the question remains: if even Santa Claus is under scrutiny, is any entertainer truly safe from controversy in today's climate?
No, but I'm dressed as Santa Claus. So he's doing the same look to me. He's going, and I go, no, man, I'm a fan. But I'm under 7 feet of makeup. And I was like a kid.
Tim Allen's passion for comedy and rebellion. Comedy is personal for Tim Allen, who proudly identifies with an anarchist background. He believes humor thrives on challenging authority and pushing boundaries, even as the cultural landscape becomes more restrictive. While many comedians are toning it down to avoid backlash, Tim stays true to his roots. But will this daring spirit survive in an era that demands cautious conformity?
Do you still enjoy stand-up, my friend, as much as you did in the early days?
There's moments that it's more. It reminds me of my anarchist background.
Tim Allen's scathing critique of Hollywood. Tim didn't hold back when comparing Hollywood's ideological echo chamber to 30s Germany, a statement that raised eyebrows and sparked debates. While provocative, his remark highlights the industry's intolerance for differing viewpoints. Hollywood claims to value diversity, but as Tim asks, through his actions and words, can true diversity exist without a diversity of thought?
You went to the presidential inauguration, right?
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration.
I'm not attacking you.
You get this town. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened.
Comedy's fine line in a sensitive world. Tim often focuses his comedy on relatable topics like family and parenting, which may seem safe on the surface. But even in those moments, his jokes offer a subtle critique of modern sensitivities. Can comedy thrive if comedians are constantly walking on eggshells? Or is this art form being reshaped into something unrecognizable?
Surprised they haven't, because I do use some provocative words, but I tell them it's words that really got from my parents.
Yeah.
You know, they said this stuff, and we talked about it. I can't even say it here. I can't even point to it.
Yeah.
It is an alarming thing for comedians, but my act has really been about family and kids and growing up anyway. But I was going to say, if I do some stuff. The women in my life were, whatever political party it was, always they hated the government and who's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
They always argued about that over that.
Tim Allen's defiance of Hollywood's woke culture makes him a rare and polarizing figure in the entertainment world. Whether tackling cancel culture, speaking out against ideological bias, or simply staying true to his comedic roots, he challenges the norms with courage. What do you think? Can Hollywood evolve to include more diverse voices? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives.